Give me John 8:32 real quick. Hey, sister, you got time? You got 2 minutes? Are you getting on the bus? Did you just miss it? Okay, so you got some time then. Give me John, go ahead, read.
The book of John, chapter 8, verse 32. And ye shall know the truth, and the truth shall make you free.
Right, so he's saying you shall know the truth, and the truth shall set you free, shall make you free, right? All right, now let's deal with something, because on that flyer, there's an image. Sister, don't go nowhere right quick. Give me 2 minutes. There's an image on that flyer, right? Now, what image is taught in the churches today? Right, so this one right here, right? They're saying that this right here is actually Caesar Borgia. They're saying that he is Christ, right? Okay, now, did you know that the true image of Christ is in the Bible? You knew that, right? It should be. Okay, let's see.
The book of Revelations, chapter 1, verse 14. His head and his hairs were white like wool.
His head and his hairs were white like wool. White in color, right? But in texture, what is it?
As white as snow.
No.
His head and his hairs were white as wool.
Bring it up. Right, so what people in this earth has woolly hair? Look at this. That's woolly hair. I'm sure if your hair wasn't braided, what would it be? What would the texture be? Woolly. So it's saying the first strike, he said his hair is like wool, but this one right here is not woolly. It's straight, it's stringy, like horse hair. You know what I mean? All right, let's go. Read.
His head and his hairs were white like wool, as white as snow, and his eyes as a flame of fire.
Right, so have you seen somebody, right, an elderly person with full white hair, like grayish, full white hair, right? That's the same way that it's speaking of. Now, it says his eyes were what?
And his eyes were as a flame of fire.
Right, give me Genesis 49 real quick. So when it says his eyes were as a flame of fire, what do you think it's speaking of? Is it saying that his eyes were actually flames in his eyes? Okay, very good. We're gonna read it to you real quick.
The book of Genesis, chapter 49, verse 12. His eyes shall be red with wine.
Right, so Christ drank wine in moderation. He didn't drink to get drunk. What was his first miracle? Huh? Till he turned water into, there you go, sis. All praise. So, go back to Revelation 1:14. So now we know his eyes were as a flame of fire, speaking of what we just read in Genesis 49. Read.
And his eyes were as a flame of fire, and his feet unto fine brass.
Whoa, it said his feet were like unto fine brass. Sis, what color is brass? You said what? It's brown, a derivative of brown, right? I'm talking about before you polish it and they make it all, I'm talking about brass. It's brown, right? Okay. What else? Read it again.
And his feet like unto fine brass, as if they burned in a furnace.
Now, as if it burned in a furnace. Now what color is it? Right, okay, sis. So, could you agree that your feet would be the same color as the rest of your body? All praises to the Most High. So what is Christ? What color is Christ? Okay, good. So now that's the New Testament. Let's see if it's in the Old Testament. Let's see. We have to kill this, because our people think that he's a white man.
Bring it up!
Right? So in slavery, now that we're so destroyed, our people look at the so-called white man as God. Right? So our sisters wearing blonde hair. Right? Okay, let's go. Read.
The book of Daniel, chapter 10, verse 5. Then I lifted up my eyes and looked, and behold, a certain man clothed in linen, whose loins were girded with fine gold of Uphaz, his body also like the beryl.
Right, so Christ had a green garment on,
and his face as the appearance of lightning, and his arms and feet in color of polished brass.
Wow, so now it mentioned his arms and his feet. So now we know for a fact that this is the wrong image. Right. It is completely wrong, right? Okay, so what else comes with this image? Christmas, right? Hey, have you heard about Christmas?
Yeah.
Do you celebrate Christmas?
Yeah.
Why do you celebrate it?
Everybody else does. So.
Okay. Okay. Give me Colossians 2:8 real quick. So this is what we're here to do. We're to cast down all imagination. We're here to cast it down with the Holy Bible. We're not going to use our words, sis. We're going to use this Bible to cast it all down.
Bring it out! The book of Colossians, chapter 2, verse 8. Beware, lest any man spoil you through philosophy and vain deceit after the tradition of men.
Right, so is Christmas not a tradition of man? Is it not a pagan holiday? Okay, so let's get that real quick. Jeremiah 10, and then we're going to go straight to the curses. Because you have to realize that these things they're not in the Bible. Celebrating Christmas is not a part of... Yes, sir. Okay, so go ahead, read that.
The book of Jeremiah, chapter 10, verse 1. Hear ye which the word of the Lord was speaking unto you, O house of Israel.
Right, so here, O house of Israel, read.
Thus saith the Lord, learn not the way of the heathen.
It says, learn not the way of the heathens. The heathens being the other nation outside of these 12 tribes right here. Okay, so Christmas, right? Right, so you're really celebrating the day of Saturnalia, right? Okay, so and what happens is, it's really the birth of Nimrod, right? So Christmas Day is talking about Nimrod, right? Do you know the story of Nimrod? Okay, it's in the Bible. But we're not gonna go too deep for you, sis, but we're gonna keep it real basic, right? So, what they're saying on Christmas Day, right? The whole Christmas tree and everything, right? Right? So, this right here is a heathenistic custom, a pagan custom that we're not supposed to follow. Read that.
And learn not the way of the heathen, and be not dismayed at the signs of heaven. For the heathen are dismayed at them. For the customs of the people are vain. For one cutteth a tree out of the forest, the hands of the workman with the axe.
Right, so what happens when, because we have what, trees in our house, right? Some people have fake trees, some people have real trees. So that is a part of the custom, is it not? Okay, so they're cutting trees out of the forest with an axe. What else are they doing to the tree?
They deck it with silver and with gold.
Right, so the heathens are cutting trees out of the field. Now they're putting silver and gold stuff on it. You see all the ornaments and everything, the balls, silver balls, gold balls.
They fasten it with nails and hammers that it move not.
Right, and then obviously they have something to fasten it down so it doesn't fall over. So what type of custom is that? It's speaking about Christmas. Now go to verse 2 again.
Verse 2, thus saith the Lord, learn not the way of the heathen.
The Bible just said, don't learn that thing. Don't learn that thing. Hey, what's going on, sir? Hey, get cheap. Huh?
It's the cheap.
Right. You're native.
It's not cheap.
You're native. You're native, right? Okay, don't go nowhere, sir. Don't go nowhere. Deuteronomy 28. Sis, watch this. Now, we have to know who are we. Do you know who you are, sis, according to the Bible? So, okay, so what is the nationality of their father? African American, right? Okay, good. Watch this, sis. Go to Deuteronomy 1:1 real quick. So we have to know the audience of which the Bible speaks, okay? So watch this.
Deuteronomy chapter 1, verse 1. These be the words which Moses spake unto all Israel on this side Jordan in the wilderness.
Right, okay, now we know who Moses is speaking of. He's in the wilderness speaking to the children of Israel. Now we're going to go through a couple curses that will help you to identify that you are an Israelite.
Bring it out.
28, and let me get verse 1 first. Let's start there.
Deuteronomy chapter 28, verse 1. And it shall come to pass, if thou shalt hearken diligently unto the voice of the Lord thy God, to observe to do all his commandments, which I command thee this day, that I will set thee high above all nations of the earth.
Very true. That's what it's saying. So Moses is telling the Israelites, if you keep the commandments of God, you will be on high above who? All nations. All nations outside of the 12 tribes. What's going on, sir? Give me a minute and just listen up. All right, as we go through this. Go to verse 15.
Verse 15. But it shall come to pass, if thou wilt not hearken diligently unto the voice of the Lord thy God, to observe to do all his commandments.
Right. So now it's the flip side. Okay? So now he's saying, if you don't listen to God, you will what?
That all these curses shall come upon thee and overtake thee.
Right, so here are some of the curses that have overtaken us as a people and destroyed us mentally, physically, everything. Watch, verse 16.
Bring it out!
Cursed shall be in the city, and cursed shall thou be in the field.
Right, so let's deal with the first thing. Cursed shalt thou be in the city. So, in every single state, in every single nation, in every single country that you find us as a people, the blacks, Hispanics, and natives, where are we? Like, what type of state are we in? Huh? Disarray. Okay, disarray. We're at the lowest of the low. We're at the bottom. We're at the bottom. Right? Hey, right, brother, with the hat? Huh? Okay, so go ahead, read.
Cursed shall be in the city, cursed shall be in the field. Cursed shall thou be thy basket and thy store.
Right, so it says, cursed shall thou be in the field. Come here, sis. Let's come right here, sis. Watch this, sis. You see this sign right here?
Pick it up.
You see this sign? Now, did that not happen to us? So while we were cursed in the field, right? Let's bring it back to, to slavery times. That's what we're doing. That's how we know that we're Israelites. While we were in the field picking cotton, picking tobacco, sugarcane field, you name it. We were picking those things, right? Now, were we not a cursed people in that state of, okay, good. So when we picked those things, was it for our gain? Okay, very good. Let's go read the next verse then.
Cursed shall be thy basket and thy store.
Right. So when we went out there to pick those things, even when we sold them, you know what I'm saying? When we even laid the seeds down, we knew that it was not for us. We knew that thing. It wasn't for our basket or our storehouse. We didn't have it for ourselves. You know what they fed us? They knew us as a people. They fed us unlawful things like pig intestines. Nasty things. Nasty things, right? Okay. So another way of being cursed in the field is are people who have businesses. Are people who have businesses, right? Okay. Do they last very long? They don't. They don't. Because the taxes overweigh. And then they get overwhelmed with taxes and then they're out of business. So even if we do own anything, right, Black Wall Street, right? Okay. We'll go to verse 46. Read verse 46 real quick.
Book of Deuteronomy, chapter 28, verse 46. And they shall be upon thee for a sign and for a wonder upon thy seed forever.
Right, next time, let's just read a little bit slower so we can read a little bit slower.
And they shall be upon thee and upon a sign and a wonder upon thy seed forever.
Right, so what is the they? What is the they? The they. What is the they? What are we speaking of? Curses. The curses, right? So the curses shall be upon you as a what?
For a sign.
For a sign, right? What does a sign tell you? What is how do you know that this is a gas station? How do you know that store is what it is? What does it tell you? What is the name? Jackson's, right? So that's how you know that's Jackson's. That's how you know that's Panda Express. That's how we would identify who we are with these curses. That's our sign.
That's right. And upon thy seed forever.
Forever. Are we not still generating as a people? Right? You blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans, we're still generating. So these curses will forever be upon us until Christ comes back. Watch. Go verse 32. Watch this. You gotta catch the match? Okay. All right, just hear the scripture as you're walking, sis. 32.
Verse 32. Thy sons and thy daughters shall be given unto another people.
Right, so when we were being robbed of this land, what other people came and robbed our people and took our sons and daughters and took them over to Spain, over the European to the Europe. All right, read that again.
Thy sons and thy daughters shall be given unto another people.
Right, so your sons and your daughters, you black and Hispanic and Native American men and women, read that again.
Thy sons and thy daughters shall be given unto another people.
Right, now give me verse, what is that, enjoy, we want to enjoy them. 41, read.
Verse 41, thou shalt beget sons and daughters, but thou thou shalt not enjoy them.
Right, so when we have sons and daughters, you black man, Hispanic man, and Native American man and woman, when we have those sons and daughters while we were in slavery, while the Spaniards and the Caucasians, the white man, was taking everything from us, our sons and daughters, we could not enjoy them. Because when they got to a certain age, they were sold, they were taken out of our hands, and we could not enjoy them. And what happened to them when they were taken? They went through the same thing that we went through. The same thing.
Right.
Verse 45.
45. Moreover, all these curses shall come upon thee and pursue thee and overtake thee till thou be destroyed.
Right. So these curses will overcome us and pursue us. Right. So when our Hispanic brothers were here in this land, right? What happened? They got pursued with smallpox. They got pursued, and the people were killing our animals off. Give me that 30. What is that? Right there. 33.
Verse 33. The fruit of thy land and all thy labors shall a nation which thou knowest not eat up.
Right, so everything that we did, everything we worked for. Hey, what's going on, bro? Everything that we worked for, it was taken from us. Hey, you got any questions, bro? All right, check this out. You know who you are according to the Bible? You know who you are? Who are you? What tribe you from? Okay, so check this out. You blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans, you are destroyed mentally, physically, spiritually. You don't know who you are. Isaiah 1:3 real quick. You don't know who you are. Because if you knew, you would be on this side. You'd be keeping the laws. You be teaching your people, waking your people up. What's going on, sir? Watch this. Watch this verse.
Hey, I don't want to get you
Isaiah chapter 1 verse 3. The ox knoweth his owner, and the ass his master's crib. But Israel does not know. My people does not consider.
Right. You see that? It said our people don't even consider who we are. We don't even want to know. We like smoking weed. We like getting high because it's legal. We like getting drunk. We like going to parties. We love this place. But you're still in captivity.
Right.
You're still at the Lord, still alone.
Right.
Your businesses do not prosper.
Right.
Your children are still being taken from you.
Right.
We're still at the border trying to come in. Our children are still getting taken at the border.
Right.
Held in cages.
Right.
They had foil for covers. Are you serious? And okay. But we're good because we have a full-time job. And we got an apartment. That's more than a mortgage. You're paying into something with an empty, when you're paying into a pocket with a hole in it.
Right.
We don't have anything. So check this out, bro. Hey, let me talk to you, bro.
I don't want to be too close, man. Disrespectful.
Okay, with the cigarette. Okay, I'll praise you. Okay, good. So you said you know who you are, right? Okay, what tribe you from? Okay, you from the tribe of Judah. Okay, Deuteronomy 10:12.
How you gonna confirm what I just said?
Huh?
You gonna confirm what I just said?
No, you know who you are, right? You're an Israelite, right? From the tribe of Judah. You know who you are. Now we're gonna give you what the Israelites are required to do according to the Bible.
Deuteronomy chapter 10 verse 12. And now, Israel, what does the Lord require of thee?
So what does God require of you? Okay, so you said a lot. The Bible's gonna break it down.
I just wanted to
But to fear the Lord thy God.
Right, to fear the Lord. Okay, hold on. Let's finish this verse and I got you. We're gonna answer your question. But to fear the Lord thy God,
to walk in all his ways, to love him, to serve the Lord thy God with all thy heart and all thy soul.
right, so that's what you're supposed to do. You're supposed to be serving God, keeping the law, statutes, and commandments. Okay, so you know you're an Israelite. First off, let me hear your question. What you got?
where y'all get this from?
You said what?
Where y'all get this from?
Where did we get this depiction of Christ from?
No, just, yeah.
Okay, cool. So this depiction is according to the Bible. We're not saying that that is Christ, right? We're not saying that. We're saying that according to the Bible, it's the depiction. All right. So whatever the Bible said, it was drew up, right? And that's what came out according to the Bible. That's not the image of Christ. You know what I'm saying? That's a depiction according to the Bible. Now, do you know he's black?
I know that, but I was just saying, why would you think he got all this white hair? He was only about 30.
Okay, very good. Why? So why does Christ have all this white hair, right, on this photo? Y'all see this white hair? You see this right here?
Yes, sir.
The brother said, why is his hair white? He was only 33. All right, let's read that. Revelation 1:14.
The book of Revelations, chapter 1, verse 14. His head and his hairs were white like wool.
It's because the Bible said so. What, did he not have a lot of wisdom? He did, right? So usually people who are elderly, even some people actually do. Some people that are young, in their 30s, do go full gray. They do. Huh? Right, so he was in his glory in Revelation. You know what I'm saying? So read that.
His head and his hair were white like wool, as white as snow, and his eyes were as a flame of fire.
Right. So what you're seeing there is Christ being in his glory. Okay? Okay. So it says his eyes is a flame of fire. What is it speaking of? You have the image, right? What is it speaking of when it says his eyes are as a flame of fire? Okay. Give me that Genesis 49 real quick. So you said he's full of the Spirit, right? Okay. We're gonna get the answer according to the Bible, okay?
Genesis chapter 49, verse 12. His eyes shall be red with wine.
His eyes shall be red with wine. Now did Christ drank moderation, wine in moderation, right? What was his first miracle? Exactly. Do you think he didn't drink a little bit of that? It don't say it? It don't say it? Okay, so okay. It doesn't say that Christ actually drank. That's the same. Yeah, Luke, give me that Luke. Watch this.
7:34.
Luke 7:34. Watch this, bro. Good though. We out here to answer questions, bro. That's, you know what I'm saying? All praise to the Most High. All praises.
The book of Luke, chapter 7, verse 34. The Son of Man is come eating and drinking, and ye say, behold, a gluttonous man and a wine bibber.
Why did he say that? So why did he say that? Why did he say Christ, the Son of Man, which is Christ, right? Right? Why did it say that he came eating as a glutton? Right? Read that again. Watch this.
The Son of Man is come eating and drinking, and ye say, behold, a gluttonous man and a wine bibber.
Okay, well,
Right.
it sounds like, he got criticism or criticizers saying that, oh, what he's doing actually. It didn't say that he was doing that. He was saying, you say. Who is the you say people?
Okay, so watch this. Okay, if I drank, right? If I was at a table eating and drinking, right? But I was drinking water. Why would somebody say, why is he eating like a glutton and he's drinking wine like a wine bibber, getting drunk with water?
Read it a little bit more, it might tell us.
Read verse 33.
Luke chapter 7, verse 33.
Read.
For John the Baptist came neither eating bread nor drinking wine, and ye say, he has a devil. The Son of Man come eating and drinking, and ye say, behold, a gluttonous man and a wine bibber.
Now, do you get that? It says John the Baptist. It was an example, right? John the Baptist didn't come eating and drinking
He was
wine.
eating locusts
Right?
and
Okay.
eating honey, right?
Okay, very good. Okay. So it says now that Christ came what?
The Son of Man is come eating and drinking, and ye say, behold, a gluttonous man and a wine bibber.
Right. So that should tell you right
So
there.
It sounds like they put extra on whatever he was doing in a foul way.
But what was he doing? Whatever he was doing, he was eating and drinking wine. But he wasn't drinking to get drunk.
No, I'm gonna
Understand
say
that.
this. What it sounds like, they're saying John, hey man, he was fasting all the time. He didn't eat. He didn't partake in a lot of stuff y'all doing. Jesus actually ate food and drunk water, but they sound like they want to put extras on it. Like, oh no, he was eating all this, eating everything that everybody else eats, drinking all the wine with everybody else.
Right.
Putting extras on. Trying
Okay.
to, faulty up his name.
Right, okay.
That's what it sounds like.
Okay, very good. But he was eating and drinking wine in moderation.
They don't say that.
Genesis 49 just told you his eyes will be red with wine.
That's right.
With wine.
Right.
How? Come on. Let's be honest though. Let's be honest.
I'm not saying he didn't. I
Okay,
just
but
don't see where it's like.
Okay, very good. You said you're not saying he did, but the Bible said he did. All praises.
And in the Bible, it also talks about why people wouldn't drink wine. I mean, for what the poor people and the fatherless, wasn't it for them? Jesus didn't need to drink no wine. What did he need to drink wine for?
I'm gonna show you why. Give me Sirach chapter 31.
Bring it out.
First, let me get Proverbs 20:1, because why? Like the soldier said earlier, his first miracle was what? Turning water into wine. And then it said, then we just read it again where it says that they accused him of being a wine bibber, which means they accused him of being a drunkard, meaning that he had to drink wine in order to be called a drunkard. Can I call somebody who don't drink alcohol a drunkard? I can, but
You can say whatever you want to say.
right, you can. But why were they calling Christ a wine bibber?
Because they was talking shit.
Because he drank wine. That's the point.
That's right.
That's the point. Now you said, I'm gonna read to you where we can drink wine.
I
Watch.
said we couldn't.
But you just said whether for the poor or whether for whoever.
I just said we couldn't. Yeah, it says that. It says,
Right.
You know, like, what do you drink the wine for? What's the purpose of drinking?
Right. Read Proverbs. No, skip that. Give me Sirach 31.
I'm not here to combat you.
No, it's good. Read. Start at verse 27.
Sirach chapter 31 verse 27. Wine is as good as life to a man.
Wine is as good as life to a man. So now the Bible telling you that wine is good. It's as good as breathing right now. That's what the Bible's telling you. Read.
If it be drunk moderately.
If it be what?
Drunk moderately.
Christ drank the wine moderately.
Bring it out.
But they were trying to accuse Christ of being a drunkard to say that he was breaking the law. Because you can't be a drunkard.
Right.
But the Bible just said that if you drink wine, it's as good as life if you drink it moderately. Which means if you're a wine bibber, you are considered a drunkard.
That's
you are accused
right.
of Christ to be. Read.
Line A.
What life is then to a man that is without wine.
So what is life to a man without wine? If I ain't got wine, then what is life? Then what is life without it?
I don't need it. Forget it. We're gonna go back OJ. Read it again.
What is life then to a man that is without wine?
So what is life to a man that doesn't have wine? It was made to be good. It was as good as life. So it's okay to drink wine as long as you drink it moderately.
That's right.
It's okay to drink alcohol as long as you drink it moderately, not to drink it, not to get drunk off of it. That's right.
For it was made to make men glad.
So now why do we drink wine?
For it was made to make men glad.
No, we drink wine to get drunk.
For it was made to make men glad.
Wine was created to make men glad.
Right.
It's having a mirth. It's to enjoy it. Right? You go home from a long day at work. You want to go home. You want to have a drink. You have a drink of wine. You have a little sip of alcohol. You have a beer or something. It was made to men glad. Read.
Where are you reading that?
Wine
The book of
miserably,
Sirach, chapter 31, verse 28. Bring it out.
wine miserably drunk.
Wine measurably drunk, meaning you are watching how much you are drinking. You are measuring how much you are drinking. Because only you can know how much you would drink to get drunk. I don't know how much you would drink to get drunk. I don't know how much you would drink to get drunk. But I know how much I would drink if I was to get drunk. So if I measure how much I'm drinking, read.
Wine miserably drunk and in season bringeth gladness
What?
to the heart.
It brings what?
Gladness to the heart.
When you drink it responsibly, it brings gladness to your mind. That's right. It relieves you. Read.
and
Let me finish the
cheerfulness
scripture.
and cheerfulness of the mind.
And cheerfulness of the mind, read.
But wine drunken with access.
But now it's giving you the stipulations. If you don't drink it moderately, if you don't measure how much you drink, read it again from the top.
But wine drunken with access.
But wine drinking with excess, meaning drinking too much of it or drinking excessively, read.
Maketh bitterness of the mind.
It makes you angry. It makes you have hatred towards your brothers. It makes you want to go do something that you normally wouldn't do if you weren't drunk. Bring it That's why I tell you to drink measurably, to drink it with excess. Read. I'm going to finish the scripture.
And brawling and quarreling.
With brawling, arguing, and quarreling, arguing and fighting. When you drink, what happens? If you go out to the club, the homies go to the club, they drink, you get to with some cats at the club, now there's a big old fight. Now shootings happen. Why? Because you didn't drink measurably.
Hey,
You wasn't making sure how much you drank. Read.
Drunkenness increases the rage of a fool.
So drunkenness increases the rage of a fool. Drunkenness increases the rage of somebody who doesn't have the commandments in their mind. When you don't keep God's laws, you are a fool. Read.
Until he offends.
Until he offends somebody, read.
It diminishes strength.
It diminishes strength.
And maketh wounds.
Huh?
And maketh
I want to
wounds.
finish the scripture. You go. Read.
And maketh
I'm a
wounds.
dialogue. We're going to read it. I want to finish the scripture. Let me finish the scripture. No, let me finish it because
the Bible to get
All right, here,
away.
read.
A lot of people
Stay in the
trust
Bible. Stay in the Bible.
I'm not saying that
Go
it's
to
wrong.
Sirach 31
All I'm
7.
saying is, if you guys
We're gonna stay in the
wanna be
Bible.
out here reaching people, you
Sirach,
might want to have a better dialogue.
give me.
I'm like trying to speak, but you want to bark.
No,
That's not cool.
I'm reading my scripture, bro. Quit being. Listen, let me know. Listen.
The only thing I wanted to say.
Give me John 10:27. I'm gonna tell you who's being reached.
Out of Sirach.
I'm gonna tell you who's being
That's kind
reached.
of crazy. That book name is Sirach, and you got a liquor name Sirach. But look, you said all that. I
Is this
guarantee
what?
you.
Time out. What kind of Bible is
That's
this?
not beneficial.
What kind of Bible is this?
That's the Holy Bible.
Okay.
That's not
So
beneficial.
what book is he about to go to in this?
All that shit that you were saying, all that stuff that you were saying is not beneficial to an alcoholic, John.
Oh, it should be if they listen to God.
You sitting here
That's
right
right.
here.
They listen to
You
God.
sitting here right here preaching out to this
No,
man
I'm
right
talking
here,
to you.
and the next person
I'm talking
gonna
to
go
you.
is drinking shit away.
They don't understand the Bible. Watch
Right,
this.
but that's-
You said I'm not reaching nobody. Watch
He's
this.
saying
I'm gonna show you.
alcohol
Listen to
is
this.
alcohol.
Read.
Right now.
10:27. Read this.
The book
You
of
said we're
John,
not reaching nobody. I'm gonna show you who's reached. Read.
John chapter 10, verse 27.
Uh-huh.
My sheep
My sheep, what?
hear my voice.
So it doesn't matter who doesn't hear. It matters about the one who does. That's right. We're here for the ones who don't want to listen. We're for the ones that do want to listen. Read.
And I know them, and they follow me.
And God knows them, and they do what? We follow Him.
Now they will see the true men of God. We are not black men, we are Israelites. That's right. Take care of us. Take care of us. And our children too. And our children too. We have repented. We have repented. How are you? How are you? People want to know who's the king.
O nation of Israel, it's time to return to the Father. O nation of Israel, it's time to return to the Father.
Now why they trying to make it so hard to serve God? And why when I say that I'm a Jew it sound odd? For years I've been walking around saying that I'm a black man. I ain't saying that no more, it sounds wrong, man.
This is Bishop Nathaniel of Israel United in Christ. Please subscribe to our YouTube channels. Stay up to date with our latest events, music, and classroom lessons. IUIC plans to continue visiting different countries where this gospel has not been preached before. IUIC needs your help in pushing this truth. So join us. Subscribe to our Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, and podcast, and stay up to date with us. For more information, please visit www.israelunite.org.